Hello, loves. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about my ancestral journey. It's kind of since meeting my biological mom. She passed away almost 2 years after I met her. So I had some time with her. But after that, I had a little more information to try to fill in my tree. I found out her mother, Aletta, my mother's name is Kathy. Her mother's name is Aletta, and she too was adopted. And my mother's father, Marvin, was adopted by his stepfather, and he never knew his real father. Never knew of his real father, as far as the story goes. And I know he was adopted by his stepfather. And now, since I've done my ancestry and my DNA, I've discovered who his real biological father was and why he never knew him. He was in prison. He apparently went to prison, and my grandmother just took her 2 boys and left and got remarried, and her new husband adopted my grandfather. So that's just a little piece. So I found my mom. She passed away. I started researching. At that time, we didn't have Ancestry, so I did a lot of research online, but in libraries and looking at records that I could find physically through newspapers, and we didn't have all the wonderful things we have now. It was just in the beginnings of such workings. And then I did that for several years, and finally they came out with DNA Ancestry, and in 2017. So there was from 2001 until 2017, it was research here and there, but I also was raising kids and learning my own lessons. So 2017, I did a DNA test with my best friend, and amazingly, when we both did the DNA, we did a little research and discovered that way back during the witch trials, my grandfather and her grandmother married. They didn't have children. They got married older in life, so we have a feeling that maybe we've all crossed continuously. We always find each other again and repeat the same cycles and patterns until we see them and change them. And I believe that's part of the reason we're here this time, to bring awareness to the cycles and the patterns. And so I've been working on my tree diligently since 2017, and since then I filled in all my branches with DNA matches and verification. There may be some that I got wrong or don't quite know yet. However, excuse me, the patterns are incredible. I'll just say that. I mentioned my mother and her parents and their adoption. Well, I discovered my father. I was the 14th child to call him and say that he was my father. So that is a whole nother can of worms, and it gets a little crazy. So if you like to follow along, that'd be great. Whatever your little heart desires, what you feel drawn to do, go for it. Thanks for watching.